Hi guys, it is summer. Okay, so this video is going to be basically a Q&A video. I sent a message to some friends and family asking if there was anything they would like to know about me, and as long as the questions were appropriate, I would be happy to answer. So I only have 6 questions here, but there was a lot of questions, and some of them were silly. Anyways, but I picked 6 of my favorite questions that I felt I had a lot to go off of. So I'm just gonna dive right on in. I hate myself. Not really. Or am I? I don't know. Am I kidding or am I not? Anyways, okay. So this first question I really like. It's pretty deep. Okay, so is it hard for you to turn away from peer pressure of sin and fear of being rejected by standing proud as a Christian? Do I struggle? Would people I work with describe me as a follower of Jesus? Okay, so the reason why this is kind of a deep question for me is because I currently do not know where I stand with the whole religion thing. I believe in God. I believe in heaven and I believe in hell. Would I say I'm like, I hate to even use this term, but am I a Bible thumper? No. And I really hate that. But like, okay, for instance, okay, what was the rest? Do I struggle? Do I struggle? The answer to that is yes. I cuss all the time. Can't help it. It just like, it just comes on out. Anyways, I do a lot of other stuff that I'm not going to name on here, but yes. And then what was the other part? Would people describe me as a follower of Jesus? And I would say the answer to that is no, but only because people don't know like me that well, especially people I work with. If somebody asked me like what my views on religion were, I would gladly answer. But I don't find it hard to turn away from peer pressure because I don't care. I don't know. I guess that is another way I struggle, is that I don't care about what people think of me and my religion, and I don't know. That's all I have for that one. Maybe that was a dumb answer, but I don't know. Okay. So, question 2. This is a loaded question with a loaded answer. Okay, what was my biggest mental breakdown like? What caused it and how did I get out of it? I never got out of it, truth be told. Okay, that's like semi-joking, semi-for real. Okay, what was my biggest mental breakdown like? Okay, first off, and this is something not a whole lot of people know about me, unless you're pretty close to me. In 2013, I self-harmed pretty bad, and had to go to the mental hospital, which I did check myself into that one. I've only been to one, but yes, I did check myself into that one. And at that time, I was just in a really bad place. I'm still in a bad place. What am I talking about? Not as bad as I was, though. I was like 18 or something, I think. And I think it's when my, like, mental illness and stuff, like, really started, like, hitting me, like, all at once. I was dealing with anxiety super bad. I'm pretty sure that was before I got on my medicine, like all of my medicine. There was a point in time where I was on no medication for my mental illness. So that was pretty crazy. What caused it? I'm not super close with one of my family members, and they overreacted about something, and it like just made me flip out because I was wondering why they were treating me the way they were. And I don't mean to bring up the past, which I'm not going to. I'm just answering this question. But There's people outside. Anyways, yep. And I did get out of that mental breakdown, but like there's a new mental breakdown quite often. How do I cope with anxiety? I actually have been researching anxiety, which obviously I know what it is. I know how it makes me feel, but I was looking up like detailed descriptions of anxiety and like what causes it, like what's like I can't even explain it. Anyways, reading about anxiety online made me feel like, wow, okay, I'm not the only person that really feels this way, which obviously I'm not the only person. I know this. But like, I don't know. I just really like related to so much that I read. So like just reading about that made me feel better. Something else I do is music. I listen to music because like when I'm singing with lyrics and stuff, I'm focusing on that instead of whatever's going on. Which music is a good way out. And something else I've been doing, and it sounds so cliche, it really does, and I hate when people tell me this, but I've been practicing my breathing. I think it's like the 4-7-8 thing. Oh, shit. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm probably doing it wrong, but it makes me feel good. So like you breathe in for like 4 seconds, then you hold your breath for 7 seconds, and then you let it out for 8 seconds. Yeah, that's probably super backwards, but that's how I've been doing it. So I do that, and that really does help me. It helps me mostly at nighttime. That's when my anxiety is the worst. I'm not sure why. But, anyways, yeah, and I'll make a phone call, FaceTime a lot. There's a couple of people that really help me through my anxiety and panic attacks. So that's always nice. Really, I just try to stay as positive as possible and like try to remember that this is only a temporary feeling. I mean, that it'll pass eventually. I don't know. There's not really much you can do. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know. Okay, what is one thing I would take back in my life? That is dropping out of high school and never getting my GED. Because I've lost a lot of opportunities because of that, like job opportunities and stuff. And also, it's just like something I feel crappy about. Like, that would have been a nice accomplishment to graduate high school. Plus, it makes me feel bad because my mom now has no kids that are gonna graduate high school. My sister passed away. Me and my brother are now both dropouts. So that sucks for my mom. But that has got to be the biggest thing I would take back. Ultimate goal in life. Another thing that sounds so cliche, but I just want to be happy. I want to focus on myself for like, I don't know, the next 2 or 3 years. Like, no serious relationships or anything, which probably wouldn't happen regardless. I just want to focus on me. I feel like if I'm worrying about other people, then I'm not going to have time to worry about myself. That sounds so selfish, but like it has to be done. You feel? Anyways, so I guess that's my ultimate goal. Nothing huge. That's what she said. Anyways, one wish. If I would be granted one wish, what would it be? Probably that my mom would live for as long as I live, so I don't have to live without her. And I don't know. Most people would assume it would be like to have my sister be alive again or something, which, I mean, of course that would be nice, but we've all got used to her being gone. Not used to it, but like we've grown to live with it, I guess. So like, I don't know. I feel bad for saying that, but my mom is like the most important person in my life. And she's turning 50 on March 30th, and I'm like, you're gonna die. but hopefully not for a little while. So anyways, that completes this video. This is so lame. I am parched. That's all I have for now.